Observe that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where you perm.
Welcome back, everyone, to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. We're in the first quarter of action, and it's the Steelers who have possession of the football. Boswell for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
The score.
So as it turns out, a two-play drive resulting in the field goal.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And here again comes the rookie Joe Burrow and the rest of the Bengals offense. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
To it on the stop.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And now the throw hauled in by Green. The 40, the 20, 10, and he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards. A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. This is caught. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. C.J. Uzomah, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown.
Austin.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Space to maneuver at the 40. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And this is incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. They turn to Taylor on 4th. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Mixon with a 1st down carry. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
At the 46-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Isaiah Simmons with sack number 23 on the year, breaking Michael Strahan's mark of 22.5. Congratulations. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. 2nd quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
By K.J. Wright. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete.
Roethlisberger's pass complete to...
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field. Definitely
A lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
To return it, Darius Phillips. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
1st and 10. At their own 23.
Here again comes Joe Burrow and the offense for the Bengals. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure that his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Mixon. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On second down, here's Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
At the Steelers' 28-yard line.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Green with a catch left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
Cincinnati.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Isaiah Simmons in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. On second down, Burrow slant pass to Boyd. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
It's third down.
On third down, Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
On for the field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
Seibert's kick is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13.
Bengals 13.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
We often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series for those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. 3 first-half touchdown passes now for Ben Roethlisberger. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive, going for 14 and also going for a first down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down.
Derwin James on the coverage.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. He'll get this complete to Erickson. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Receivers take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Now a look at Will Fuller as he and the rest of the offense gears up to get ready to go again. For him, what an accomplishment in this game, surpassing the 2,000-yard mark. And all the time we talk about these guys out wide like him that are so athletic and can do so many things, but take us a little deeper. How has he done it this year?
Well, you helped with this because when we sat down with him before the game and discussed his season, and you said to him, okay, I have a vision that you, similar to
Will Fuller, nobody there to stop him. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Big Ben with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
31. Bengals 13. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here's A.J. Green as he gets set to go again on offense. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but his shredding defense is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back.
Now Burrow loses the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score.
Touchdown.
This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
59, Mike, 59, Mike, check, 59.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Open man, Erickson. That's complete. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Boyd. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down, Cincinnati.
Rip right. Mike, check. 59. 3 buzz.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Boyd. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
2nd and a yard.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Catch made. Erickson over the middle. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. To the air again, Burrow. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
To number 18,
A.J. Green in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer.
Terrific. Touchdown. I know we've got a game now.
Yeah, I think anytime you go to the second half down just 1 or 2 scores, you feel not where you want to be, but in a pretty good spot.
And I think for most teams, when they go into the half in this situation, it's not a lot of adjusting going on. It's much more, all right, guys, let's just play a little bit better than we did in the first half.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we've reached halftime in a while. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
And let's shift our attention to Will Fuller. A monster game so far, third quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers,
though? Absolutely.
Who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. It's 2nd and 15 now. Roethlisberger. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the...
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around with the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A gain of 37.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Jonathan Taylor, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Kickoff for Pittsburgh.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Devin Bush, the Steelers' leading tackler as a rookie last year, gets another there. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. There's a short one caught by Uzama. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Bengals.
Now Burrow. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Erickson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
And a Bengals first down.
First down. Here's Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
Brandon, that's the 3rd time he's fumbled so far in this game. And, you know, you can make excuses for each and every one of them. But the bottom line is he's got to take care of it better. And now that he's shown a propensity for fumbling it, just think about what the defenders are trying to do.
Yeah, well, guys hate 1 fumble, 2's, oh, my goodness, 3 or more. Wow.
Just doesn't make any sense, does it?
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
He was taken down.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now
To throw on 2nd and 6. Roethlisberger, open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. How about Ben Roethlisberger, his 5th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Steelers. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rat, right, RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
Darius Phillips on the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because of...
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Isaiah Simmons in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Burrow looking to pass, and that's knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And taken right on the 30. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Now a look at Will Fuller as he and the rest of the offense gears up to get ready to go again. He's hoping to take what has been a good game here and make it a great game. So far, solid, and we're still in the 3rd quarter.
And there's nothing wrong with solid. You want to be that. You want to be reliable. You want to be a guy that puts your team in a position to have a chance to win. And that's what we're seeing from him. And there's also that added element that maybe it can become a little bit more as this game goes on.
He'll try to make it more here on this drive. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And hitting Juju on the slant.
Roethlisberger's pass.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and...
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd.
Check 99. Check 99. Shift. Hey, watch it.
Again, it's Taylor. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
For Jonathan Taylor, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Back now in Pittsburgh. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. He finds his target, Fuller. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Will Fuller, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Steelers offense, they continue to pour it on. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He's back to throw here to start the drive. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Will Fuller with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Cincinnati set to take over once again. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
First down, Bengals.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Isaiah Simmons in there for the 7th time in this game alone, and that ties him with a late Derek Thomas for the most sacks ever in a single game. On 2nd down, here's Burrow. And the pressure gets to him again. Isaiah Simmons in there yet again. They just cannot block him. He now has 8 sacks, and that is a new single-game record. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Now it's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
Burrow's pass.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. And the Steelers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
Martin.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
There's a short one caught by Uzama. Not much there, only a yard.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Isaiah Simmons coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Roethlisberger going to throw it. He's going to have the first down past the 20. Will Fuller, nobody there to stop him. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I don't even know what to say anymore. I mean, I've lost track of how many times he's been in the end zone. This is just flat unbelievable.
Doesn't matter whether you have an abacus, a calculator, just old-fashioned pencil and paper trying to total it up. The number is staggering. What a performance. This man knows how to find the end zone and make it count.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard.
The Bengals set to take over. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards.
A gain of 30.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James. A sack from his safety position. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Room to run inside the 40. Slant pass to Boyd. 16 yards, a first down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Isaiah Simmons coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Steelers, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington.